Hi everyone, my name is Piterpakulski. Today we'll continue modeling our vending machines business idea. Today we will start modeling a loan for our project. So if you find this video valuable, you may give us a like, subscribe. By the way, you see that people who watch my tutorials watch them from the very beginning till the end. So just please guys subscribe and give us a like to make more people see this information. Maybe it will be valuable for someone who is preparing for the meeting with business partners, with bankers, or for example he just wants to create financial model himself, to persuade himself to start a new business. So guys, please do that. So today our topic is the loan. This will be the block of input. So the first is loan. The first parameter that affects this block of inputs is loan amount. Let it be, for example, $3 million. So this is the input, so we color it with blue. Blue goes with all our inputs. So this is loan amount. Then term of loan, this is the period, months. It is nominated in months. Let it be, for example, 36-month loan. So it is also the input, so we mark it with blue. Then we specify the interest rate, the cost of this money. This will be percentage format for, let it be, for example, 4% loan. So this is also the input. Then we specify grace period for principal payments. It is specified in months. So let's say it will be 6 months grace period. Then we start paying the principal of our loan. Then we specify grace period interest payments. For example, let it be 2 months period. And now let's create the timeline, and then we specify when, by the way, when we get the loan. Year, month. We will specify it using the data validation list. Year we will take from the top. Here we have some sort of a library. So year will be 2022, for example. Format cells, we will use this separator, we will avoid it. This is the input, so we mark it with blue. Then month, we will also use data validation list. We'll go up to the library, use these lines for listing the months. it be April, for example. We can also, by the way, link this loan to the moment when we start operating activity or when we start investment activity in our project, so we can also automate this story. So now it is delinked, so it is separate story with the loan. So for example, we can start with our financing, then when it ends we are adding a loan, but we can, for example, we have investment plan for management company starting in March 2022, and we can create formulas for linking this loan to the March, so to the March 2022. So maybe we will do that after we are done with the basic basic program. So and then I will show you how we can link it to the moment when we start the investment stage of our the whole business idea. So then we are creating the timeline for the loan. Then loan timeline, then so first of all getting a loan, we will specify getting a loan. If this value equals to this value, if and this value equals to this, well, we will put 1, otherwise 0. This is also the input, by the way. We're coloring it with blue. So here it is. Getting a loan, then loan dollar per month. So this will be the inflow of our loan inside the timeline. Here it is. So now I have to count the period, the term of the loan here, starting from here. So here is the moment when we get the loan, and here we will start counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 till 36 months of the term of the loan. So loan term 1, 2, 3, 0. So this will be, no, the first will be like this. So now I will just start counting the loan term from this moment. Here we will write the formula if this one equals to 0 and this will equals to 0, this equals to 0, I will put 0, then equals to 0, it is more than 0, we will put 1, then if and this is more than 0 and this is less than this value, the term of the loan, then we are adding plus 1, otherwise 0. We're closing the term of the loan. So now we can see how the counting months of the term of the loan. So here we have 36 months of the term of the loan, then the loan ends, and now we have to calculate, insert how many months paying principal. So let's start with principal payments. Principal payments. Payments amount. We are taking the term of the loan minus grace period. So we are paying the principal 30 times, and principal payment dollar per month will be this value divided by this value. If error, then 0. So, and we are starting, so principal payments, dollar per month, whoops, dollar per month. So what will be the formula? If this value is more than 0 and this value is more than this value, so the grace period is over. We are freezing the cell, then we are paying $100,000 monthly. otherwise 0. So 6 months grace period, then we started paying. Then we ended payments. So for example, if grace period will be 0, so these payments will displace to the left. So now let's calculate the amount of principal at any given moment inside the project, inside the timeline. We will need this value because this line, because we will have to create a formula for interest payments, and interest payments are calculated. The base for principal payments is for interest payments is principal, so that's why we have to correctly calculate the amount of principal at any given moment inside the timeline. So now we're calculating the principal amount at even given time, then we will calculate the interest payments. So the principal is here, then what we are doing, this plus this minus this, now we just have to adjust the formula, this and this. Yep. And now let's say that we starting payments for interest from the second month of operating, from the third month of the term of the loan. Interest payments dollar per month. What is the formula? If and this one is more than 0 and this one is more than this value, then we are taking the principal and multiply it on the interest rate. Interest rate divided by 12. Otherwise 0. So here are the payments of principal, here are the payments of interest, so getting the loan will be green, then principal payments will be red, and interest payments will also be red. So for example, if we have 0 grace periods, all payments will start just from May. If we have, for example, 4 months grace period for interest, for principal, interest payments we just start paying from the very beginning, or just 1 month grace period. So it is very easy adjustable. So this was the story about the loan. If you find this video valuable, you may give us a like, subscribe. You can order financial models from scratch for your unique business ideas. We can help you with that. So see you guys in next videos. Thank you and bye.